Welcome back, everybody, to episode 22 of Unemployed to Hall of Fame. We are still at Barnet, obviously, because it's only been a couple of episodes here. But today we are possibly facing one of our toughest challenges yet, and we are about to go away to Oldham Athletic, who must have one of the biggest stadiums in the league, easily. They've even got the three kits, where you know they're a big deal. They've got they are a little bit in debt, but that's minor. Nice little wage budget there, and they've got probably the biggest history of a club we played in terms of silverware, championship title to their name, and the Sky Bet League One title to their name. Don't know what they're doing down here. I mean, okay, so they came down to so they're non-league in real life. I don't know. Anyway, this is who we're up against today. Like I said, probably one of our biggest challenges so far. They're currently sitting 5th in the table, 9 points ahead of us in the league. With not a bad rep there. So I'm expecting this to be a real tough game that we're playing today. What have we been up to since the last video? Well, like I promised, I'm not going to be playing too far ahead. We left after a 3-0 win away to Woking, who were 8th place. We followed that up with a 2-1 win at home to Torquay United. Luke Robinson getting his first goal of the season, and Zach Brunt on the score sheet for that one. And 1,700 fans turned up. Then we went away to Swindon Town, and we managed to get a 1-1 draw, which I was really happy with. Lee Angle getting on the score sheet again. And you know, I stand corrected. Swindon's must have the biggest stadium. Who knows? A lot of top clubs down in this league, and we've got them back to back. So a 1-1 draw for that one. As we go into Oldham, we've been fairly busy in the transfer market, and I've got a little treat for everyone who was fond of the Isle of Man save. We have brought in Mr. Zachary Clark on loan to Barnet, and I mean, when I saw his stats compared to our squad, was it a mistake? Probably. They're giving him 1-star ability. But he's only costing us £375 a week, and it's Zach Clark. Even after we left, he was still absolutely tearing it up down there in the Northern Premier Division. 22 league goals in 28 games. So I bought him on loan. He's had that one appearance for us on loan. It was off the bench in like 5 minutes. Didn't expect much of him. But the fans hated this deal. They were not happy at all. But we lost out on Murray. The guy we were trying to get from Millwall went elsewhere. And I wanted Zach Clark. So Zach Clark is here. He has followed us a bit on loan. But he loves us. And yeah, I'm keen to see what he could do. This one, though, however, was a very good signing. So we got Dan Scarr, who is a centre-back. He has got some amazing stats. 16 heading, 15 jumping reach at 6'2", but also has 15 strength. I mean, look at these mental stats. 17, 17, 17, 17. Determined, can tackle, can mark. And I think that this is a great sign. He's 31 years old. We are paying him £1,700 a week. But I think a very well added player to our squad depth. And he joins from the Championship. He was playing for Plymouth last season. He joins us on a free transfer, and we beat off a couple of the competition to get that signing. So very happy with that one. And then the final addition is Luca Ashby Hammond, who is a goalkeeper, and I believe he was at Fulham. He was. He's come through the Fulham Youth Academy. Didn't play a game in the Premier League for obvious reasons, but we got him on a free transfer as well, and he's gone straight in as recommended #1. For our starting goalkeeper position. Some very handy, again, goalkeeping stats there. Quite solid all round, so I'm quite pleased with that addition. And he is about to make his debut today alongside, that's it, because Scar's played and Zach Clark's played. Now, the team looks weak for this one. I'm expecting a defeat. I've got a lot of players that are just a bit too tired to play. Jack Turner, for example. Jackson Davis isn't fit to play. We've also got, who was Carnu. I didn't want to risk him. He's tired. So and even some of the starters, Lee Angle tired. Zach Brunt is okay, but I mean, I thought that looked tired. But So I am going into this game with low expectations against a very strong Oldham side, but let's see what we can do with it. We might shock the world. Starting this game, Ashby Hammond in goal for his debut, Alfie Prescott, Dan Scarr, Danny Kalinj, and Luke Robinson as the back four. Then we've got Paul Digby alongside Hargreaves in the centre of the park, and then up top we've got Jaden Davis, Zach Brunt, and Don Keenan, our young youth academy prospect that's come on a couple of times. And then Angle's going to start the game up front, but he'll probably make way to Zach Clark at some point in this fixture, I imagine. Taylor, take for this one. Oldham, oh God, they haven't lost in 5 games. Played 5, won 4, drew 1 coming into this game. And our form, a bigger improvement from where we first joined. We've won 3 and drawn 2. So fairly equal on the form standings. But like I said, we've got a very weak team compared to what we've normally got. So I'm not expecting too much here. If we could scrape a draw from this match, that will do me. I'm absolutely happy with that. And this is what I always like to see, though. It's us on the potential attack. No, it's not. They are countering down for Timmy Davis, who's just absolutely dusted Robinson down on the right. Ah, lovely football. This, Jesus. What can I say about that? What can I say about that? That was, I would doff my cap when stuff like happens. That was a phenomenal build-up play from Oldham. And can we get straight back into it? Brunt fancies it. Oh, and it's a good save from Norman. What a goal from Oldham that was. Christ. All right, come on, lads. Respond quickly. Davis has got to whip this one in. Digby has headed it well over. So stats, how are we looking 20 minutes in? Roughly equal. Our 3 shots to 2. Goal, expected goals are low. But like I said, as long as we don't get absolutely smashed, which it doesn't matter if we do, we can lose the odd one, and that's not going to help. Poor passes like that. That is not going to help at all. And their players seem rapid. Down that right-hand side, that fullback and that winger seem absolutely rapid, and they're just... They are playing very good football, and Timmy almost gets his 2nd goal of the game. This is a slight concern. And their players are apparently knackered, so I'm not sure how they're doing, the speeds they're doing, but it doesn't matter. We'll carry on. If we manage to get a win here, it does push us into 12th place, which would be very nice. We'd get that half midway point. But do you know what, actually? That's, again, I can't complain. I don't know why the XG is in their favour when every single stat, including shooting stats, is in our favour. But that's FM for you. And we will keep it up at the end of the day. Keep going, lads. Kalinj. Let's see if we can start dominating the ball a little bit more, please. Scar's got the ball up deep. He's just biding his time. Good ball through to Davis. And Davis has got a gap there if he sees it. And it's a good save again from their goalkeeper. Come on, stack that box. Do something here. Davis whips it in. It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. Davis back out on the edge. And the highlight's not over. Ah, it's going to be now. Oh, it's going to be now. Okay, when do we bring Zach Clark on? That is what I'm trying to ponder. Angle's doing nothing. He's just picked up a yellow card. Prescott is now injured. We just haven't got the depth. We haven't got the depth. Even Digby's looking a little bit tired. I don't want to do anything too early. We're only 1-0 down. He says, as it looks like, hopefully not going to be their highlight. Robinson puts that ball across. It's a good ball. Davis, son. That was poor from Davis. He should have... And he's playing shockingly, actually. And Digby is knackered. This is awful. We're in the 65th minute. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. Okay, yes we can. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We haven't really got a choice. Gamble's going to come into there. Angle is going to come off for Zach Clark. And that's our 3 subs. Let's hope nothing happens, because that's all the changes we can do. Getting Jack Turner on will hopefully give us a bit of height in that that set piece. But we've got now Robinson and Brunt are tired as well. They've thrown that straight to Hargreaves. Brunt out to Davis. You've got all this. Run. Davis. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I thought he'd given that away. I would have gone absolutely mad. Out to Kalinj. Hargreaves. Back to Gamble. Scar. We're just knocking it about. This is fine. This is fine. I don't mind a slow build up if it goes somewhere. That is awful. But we still got it back up. Robinson. Puts the ball in. It's Zach Clark. As Zach Clark scores his first goal for Barnet in his second game. And shut up, fans. Slagging me off for bringing this guy in. He got an F. He got an F as a rating from the fans. But this is what this kid can do. He is phenomenal. And he's pulled us back into the game with, what, 12 minutes left. Our guys are exhausted. If we get a draw 1-1 away to Oldham, and this will put us up to 12, please hold on to this. Please hold on to this. 7 minutes. Where's the ref got 7 minutes from? What a game. And you could argue we deserve to win that. They had one shot on target and it went in. We're playing such good football. This is ridiculous how well we're playing. But Zach Clark coming off the bench to score his first goal. That's such a sweet moment. And we are back with our second game against Floyd. This one is 3 days after our 1-1 draw to Oldham. So players are still not fit, unfortunately. A couple of changes to the team, though, for this one. Ashby Hammond still in goal. Gamble's coming in as right back for the unfit Prescott. We've got Scar, who, again, isn't fit, playing at centre-back alongside Jack Turner, who returns. Val Adukan, who has told us an intention to leave on a free transfer in the end of next season. Absolutely fine with that. Coming in at left-back, Digby and Jackson Davis in the centre, with Carnu, Davis and Angle moving out to the inside forward down the left. And Zach Clark is going to lead the line for us in this one. After that goal off the bench, why wouldn't I do it? Let's give it a go. Floyd, let's see what they're about. Another lovely stadium. Floyd's built in 2016, a 6,000 capacity stadium. They're in ounces of debt as well, like us, and they're a semi-professional outfit, so they're not playing full-time training where we are, so that suits us nicely. They're 15th currently in the National League. We're sitting in 12th after that draw against Oldham. A really good victory for us. We've got the opportunity to move up into 8th or 9th if we manage to win this game and other results go in our favour. Floyd, will I call them Clyde before? Who knows? Floyd are a couple of positions below us and only a couple of points behind us. So hopefully we can go into this game, get another good victory at home, and it'll push us up the leagues. Touch wood, fingers crossed. Anything else you want to do? Tell and take for us after that last draw. We've still won 3 and drawn 2 in our last 5 games. Nothing changes for us after that. Floyd, inconsistent. They've lost 3 and won 2, not drawn in 5 games. So they either win or they lose. And according to the form, losing more often than winning at the moment. So hopefully that carries on for us, basically, in this game, because that's what we want. That would be lovely if we can pick up another victory here. I've just seen, looking at that league table, York absolutely running away with it. Running away with it at the top there. 70 points after 35. We've got a corner. Hopefully this is a chance for Turner to get on the end, or maybe even Angle. The ball's in. It is Turner. He's used a bit of his strength just to sort of nudge that player. Zach Clark! He scored again! He scored again. His second goal in as many games. Zach Clark. Do you know what? The thing is, I did try and buy him. I tried to buy him. They said they wanted 20 grand. And I was like, that's a bit steep. But he scored from just inside the penalty area. And to be honest, we don't have 20 grand, do we? That's the issue. We're like 400 grand in debt. But we got him on loan for nothing apart from his wages. We set him as a fringe player, so he's not going to get annoyed if he doesn't play. We've brought him to Barnet, and he scored 2 goals for us in 3 games. So he's continuing that. That's a lovely, lovely bit of form for Zach Clark. We move up into 10th as it stands. Undeserved, to be fair. Apart from possession, this could be either way. They could quite easily be winning. Our expected goals 0.3. So the fact that we've even got a goal, although it did take a couple of bobbles on the way through, it wasn't a clean strike. Again, I'm not too bothered. If we scrap wins, that's what you need to do down here. You need to scrap as many wins as possible, and that is our aim. We do like to try and play nice football. We've always played nice football in our saves, but for me, like I said, the most important thing is just trying to get as many wins in the bank, basically. Okay, who are you? I don't think we've played Kilburn before. He's handy. He's very handy. Why do I not know about you? And listen, the thing we're still, just shows it, doesn't it? We're still learning about our players, because he looked very handy, and I had no idea who that was. Kangle's coming off Keenan. Come on, guys. Let's see the syntax. Let's bring on a couple of regens here, and just as I do that, they're going to get a highlight. No, they're not. They pass it straight to Keenan, who kicks it at Oyango's head, and just giving the ball straight back. And good win by Kilburn there. And again, we've just hoofed it. There's no real rhyme or reason to what we're doing at the minute. That's it. Just take your time. Take your time. Get the possession. Open them up. Pull them out if you can. Keenan turned that. He's done well. He's done well. Jackson Davis has got lucky. No. And that's their time to account. What is going on? This is shocking football from both sides. But we could benefit from the end. Gamble's put it in. Zach Clark has buried it. Get in. Get in. Zach Clark doing what Zach Clark does best. He scored again. It was the most disgustingly awful play I'd seen for a long time. But the ball across, me was like, what am I doing in goal? I'm just going to pretend to stick a hand out like I want to save it. As Zach Clark gets his second goal of the game. And it looks as if our guys are so tired. Our guys are so tired. And I wouldn't be surprised if we concede here, and then the ref whacks on 20 minutes of stoppage time to absolutely screw us over. Because our guys are absolutely exhausted. And that's a good ball in by them. Poor. We got away with one there. Who was our right back? I think Gamble played him on. Poor from Gamble. 8 minutes. Where's these stoppage times coming from? I'm disgusted. There's no injuries. That is a good win. And there was an injury. There's an injury for them, but screw it. We've won and we got away with one. If they were more prolific, I mean, we dominate possession. Well, maybe they were just booting it from long range. That might explain that, because to have one on target and we dominated possession, that makes sense. But Mr. Zach Clark, man of the match with 2 goals on loan from Isle of Man. Why they let him out on loan, I do not know. But perfect wrap up for us there. So where does that leave us in the league? Coming to the end of this episode, it leaves us in 10th place. Woking do have a game in hand and level on points, but we are now just 6 points off the playoffs places, 10 matches to go. What a run in we're having. What a start to Barnet we're having. If we can get into League 2, I'm getting ahead of myself, but if we manage to get into League 2 this season, that will be seen. So I do think we'll probably be next season and we can build our squad. But that's a very strong position. We took over. We were 15th or 18th. I think we were 18th when we took over. So we've climbed up 8 spaces. And what we've got coming next, so we've actually got a 13-day break, which I am more than happy with because our guys need it. We haven't got very deep squad depth. All these guys are out on loan. So that actually comes at a perfect time. So we've got that 2-week break. And we come back in the next game. We'll be playing Hartlepool. I'll probably take February offline, get those games done. We'll come back in March time, maybe around the youth intake preview, see if we can produce any more gems. But we're going to wrap it up there. A very respectable, solid January. And I've just noticed, since we took over on the 20th of December, we've been unbeaten. And we've played Swindon, we've played Oldham. We've played other teams, but what a good start. So I'm going to wrap it up there. We will come back, like I said, in March, possibly away to Scunthorpe. We'll see how the play goes. But thank you everybody for watching. This has been episode 22 of Unemployed Hall of Fame. I'll see you next time.